The cameras flashed. The crowd froze.
And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession.
It's February 2026, and I want you to picture this. A massive industrial warehouse somewhere in California.
Completely transformed.
Yes, you walk through these giant inflatable open mouths of two children just to get inside.
And you enter this, like, hyper-realistic indoor desert.
It sounds like a movie set.
It really does, but it's actually a birthday party. Welcome to StarScope Report.
This is where we take a deep dive into the stories behind the fame. We look at the Hollywood drama, the strategy, and the money that fuels it all.
And today's headline has been everywhere. Kylie's kids' party cost millions.
Well, the reports are circling around, what, $400,000 for this joint birthday bash?
For Stormi, who's turning 8, and Aire turning 4.
$400,000.
Let's just sit with that for a second. That's a house.
In a lot of places, yeah, for one afternoon.
The theme was Stormi World x Planet Aire, so it's an evolving brand.
It was incredible. They essentially terraformed this warehouse. We're talking towering fake mountains, oversized rocks.
Real cacti and palm trees, all inside.
They even built a whole Webster's diner installation.
Yeah.
And full-sized carnival rides.
But the thing that really stood out to me, it wasn't the diner.
Oh.
It was the mascots. Did you see the Labubus?
I did. These giant furry monsters walking around. But honestly, I think a lot of our listeners are probably like, what on earth is a Labubu?
Okay, so this is a perfect example of how plugged in they are to, global trends.
Right.
Labubu is this rabbit monster character from a Chinese toy company called Pop Mart.
I think I've heard of that.
It's the hottest collectible art toy in the world right now. So by having them there as life-size mascots, Kylie isn't just hiring characters.
No, she's signaling.
She's signaling to a massive global market that she knows exactly what's cool.
That is such a subtle flex. And speaking of flexes, an indoor roller skating rink.
For elementary schoolers, it's a lot.
But before we get totally lost in the rides, we have to talk about the guest list.
Yes, because that is where the real drama was hiding.
Exactly. But wait till you hear who was on that rink and who was, conspicuously missing.
If you really look at the footage, Travis Scott was in full dad mode.
He really was.
Huh?
I mean, they split back in 2023, but he was front and center.
There are videos of him skating hand in hand with Stormi.
Helping her stay balanced, yeah. He was even the one recording the whole happy birthday singing moment on his phone.
It creates this very specific story.
A united co-parenting front.
Exactly. It's all about signaling stability to the public. But that visual of stability, it just makes the absence of someone else even louder.
Timothée Chalamet. Nowhere to be seen.
Which is just wild.
Right. I mean, they've been dating for 3 years. They were just seen in Mexico looking very, very together.
It really brings up this important point about how these huge celebrities compartmentalize their lives.
Well, so?
Well, you have the family brand. That includes Travis Scott. He's the father. He's part of the legacy. And then you have the personal romantic life with Timothée. And it seems like there is a very strategic choice made here.
To keep the boyfriend away from the legacy events.
Yes. To protect that core family brand from, dilution.
It's such a delicate balance. And if you're loving these kinds of Hollywood twists, make sure you're subscribed. We have got even crazier stories coming up.
But let's zoom out, because this isn't just a party.
No, it feels like a franchise.
That's exactly what it is. It's the birthday industrial complex.
You can trace the history, right? The first Stormi World was in 2019, that nod to Astro World.
Then in 2025, they did a little detour, separate parties.
Hello Kitty Minions?
Right. But for 2026, they went right back to the joint mega event. It's just more efficient, and it creates a much bigger splash in the media.
And the on-site merch station.
That is the key detail.
They were selling branded clothes for the kids.
When you have guests leaving a kid's birthday party with branded merch, you're not just making memories.
You are solidifying the children as intellectual property.
It completely blurs the line between a family celebration and a brand activation.
It just makes you wonder, is this really about the kids having fun? Or is it about maintaining the Jenner-Webster dynasty for another decade?
And as we watch these kids grow up inside these, manufactured worlds, you have to ask yourself a question.
Yeah.
When your childhood is basically a ticketed event, does the memory belong to you or does it belong to the audience?
That is something to think about. You've been listening to StarScope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in.
And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.